box for you to play. MiniWarGaming's Ask the Wargamer.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Welcome to Ask the Wargamer. In these series of videos, what I do is I like to grab random comments anywhere I can find them and scrutinize them accordingly. Lately, what I've been doing is grabbing comments off of the previous Ask the Wargamer videos and responded to those. So if you so choose to leave a comment and you would like me to respond to it, you will have a greater chance of being responded to if you leave a comment on this video. Drago says, Dave, you're amazing. Chaos rules. You should play more competitive list. More competitive list. In other words, you're saying, Dave, I love you. Pretty good guy, but your list sucks. Toj97. Please answer this question in history and random stuff. Hey Dave, I've just started a Chaos Space Marine army, and I'm really happy that I choose them. I played against Orcs and Black Templar, and this is the result. Orcs, wiped out at turn 3. Black Templar, draw. P.S. Me and my friend are living in Norway, and we are saving up money to go to you guys in Canada. And I need some tips how to conquer with the army. I have Abaddon, Current Blackheart, Sorcerer, 20 Corn Berserkers, 10 Chaos Space Marines, 5 Chosen Marines, 1 Possessed Squad, PPS, sorry if anything I spell wrong. Happy Wargaming. That, my friend, is an excellent comment. That gives me precisely the amount of information that I need in order to answer you appropriately. So from the looks of it, you have 3 HQ and a bunch of troops, plus a fodder squad of possessed. You wanted me to give you tips on how to conquer with this army. You're gonna have a little bit of trouble with that, my friend, because this army is plagued. Not with plague marines, but with possessed. What I suggest is getting some transports. Throw your marines and your berserkers inside the transports, and you gain instant mobility. The other thing that's lacking is heavy support. 2 things I would suggest. 1, a defiler, and 2, obliterators. If you're not able to get obliterators, get some havocs. They're relatively cheap cost for the amount of awesomeness that you get. And there's a lot of wounds to soak up any enemy firepower, because you're able to have more guys in the squad that are kind of a buffer. Brain Blaster, why do you always say vanilla marines are so bad? Do I even need to explain? This is the way I see it. Vanilla marines are like men without armor. All of their brothers have different types of armor, but the vanilla marines have nothing. Not even a t-shirt. Time and time again, I see vanilla marines lose when they fight against their counterparts of a more specialized list. With the exception of possibly fighting older armies that haven't been updated yet. My other card is a Land Raider. Quick question, which is the better fire support unit, Havocs or Obliterators? Also, what's with the negative attitude towards Possessed that everyone has? Yes, the Daemon rule is a bit random, but you can easily use the exact same tactic for each result. Please respond and ask the Wargamer. Obliterators, Havocs? Well, that all depends on what you're fighting. General rule of thumb is Obliterators, because they have every single weapon available to them in the Chaos list that you would need, and they have invulnerable save. And let's just face it, people are scared of them. The one thing they're not good at is being charged by lots of models. Havocs, on the other hand, you can put many in a squad, and you can use your extra guys as buffers. Squad of Obliterators, you're only allowed 3. Squad of Havocs, you're allowed much more than 3. Last time I checked, it was 20. Obliterators can also deep strike, if that's your thing. Mackix. Dave, awesome vid. Have you got any plans on starting another 40k army? If so, what would it be? If I had to start another 40k army, I haven't really thought too much about it. But if for some reason there was no such thing as a Chaos Space Marine anymore, I would probably go with Blood Angels. Why would I choose them? I just finished doing a history video on them, so I learned a little bit about their background. Pretty close to Chaos. I'm actually very surprised that they're still on the good side. I mean, if you think about it, the Berserkers are the counterparts to the Death Company. Now, that's straight from Lexicana, my friends. And of course, there's the new codex / models that they have. See, now you got me thinking. Now I want to see if the Hand of Chaos would allow me to collect a different army, because if they did, there'd be a lot more blood flowing through this place. KP539,000. What do Deffy's pie plates taste like? It tastes like banana cream pie, of course. Courtney. Hey guys, I just started playing Tyranids. I need to build my army, but I can't afford to buy a whole bunch at once. Where should I start? I have Termagants now. What type of army should I build? P.S. Make more train tutorial videos. So you want to know what to collect if you have Tyranids and you just have Termagants. From what I've seen, Hormagaunts are also pretty good. They are your monstrous creature killers. To have 1 or 2 broods of Hormagaunts makes one a very happy wargamer. Trigons would also be a good HQ choice. They cannot be instant killed and they are scary looking. And the last thing I would do if I were you is collect some Tervagons. Now they don't actually have a model for a Tervagon, so you're gonna have to convert a Carnifex. When you get the Carnifex model, don't be tempted to use the Carnifex in battle. Since the army update, Carnifexes are now useless. Captain Gallus. Why does people keep thinking that as soon as a unit seems to be worthless, the codex is old or the game is too unbalanced? 40k is like rock, scissors, paper. Every unit has an arch nemesis. Bloodthirster beats Dreadnought. Dreadnought beats Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts beats Bloodthirster, and so on. First time I played against the Doom of Malatai, I had 5 Space Marine infantry squads. That didn't end well. Unbalanced? Old codex? No, next time, I went mechanized and sniped the Doom with the last cannon. Instant death. Didn't lose a single Marine. After that, he brought multiple MCs. That was a bye-bye for my tanks, and to counter that, I brought the Stern Guard with poison ammo. 40k, it's an arms race. You, my friend, bring up a very interesting point. I believe, aside from wanting to sell miniatures, Games Workshop does the best that they can to make balanced armies against each other in a rock, paper, scissors fashion. That is just my personal belief. With the exception of armies that don't sell well, they are less motivated to update them. Why would they spend all their time and resources updating an army that doesn't sell? Make more of what sells is probably their motto. All kidding aside, that's why I like Chaos Space Marines. I believe them to be a very competitive army. They're not overpowered, and they're not the Tau. Astral Commander. Dave, after Chaos, what is your favorite army, and why? Don't say demons. This is actually very similar to the question I just had of what army I would collect. I'm gonna have to go with the Orcs. I think that their whole philosophy is a fantastic way to live your life. That's what we should all do. Purchase things using our teeth, although it'd be much better if we were sharks. Led Zepp, what's with all these Tau questions? LOL. As if anyone truly worries about the Tau. If there was one Tau that I'd worry about, it'd be this. Portrait. Dave, is it possible for an Imperial Guard player like me to have a non-mechanized list and still make it work? The egg fluff makes it seem like an infantry wave could work, but does it translate well into the rules? See, now that's a very good question. However, I wouldn't eliminate the mechanized completely. What I would do is eliminate the mechanized aspect by degrees to see how that fares on the battlefield. See, now armies have their strengths, right? When I think of Tyranids, I think of monstrous creatures and waves of hordes. When I think of Eldar, I think of fast attacking, howling banshees. When I think of Blood Angels, I think of really strong Marines that have the abilities of many of the Chaos Marines. When I think of Chaos Marines, I think of Crucian. And when I think of the Imperial Guard, I think of a mechanized list. Go with the mechanized list. Stay with the mechanized list. You will enjoy the game better. Your friends may hate you, but you won't hate yourself. Astaroth, the awesome. Okay, out with the idiocy and with sense. I play Blood Angels and off to play against Grey Knights and lose. Anything special I should deploy? Fight against the Space Wolves and you're losing. Try fielding one of these babies. And see the look on his face when you bring it out of your case. He may just pee himself and the Blood God will be happy. I know you don't play Chaos, but the Blood God will still be happy. Space Frisian. Hey Dave, how many Berserkers do you need to wipe out a complete Tau army? I only needed 4. Go Death Feed. Well yeah, I only needed 3. But on a related note, Berserkers are awesome. I've had a 10-man squad of Berserkers wipe out a 30-man squad of boys. They've also wiped out a bunch of Grey Hunters. They're good for killing Gaunts, not good for killing Gene Stealers, don't do that. But they need a Rhino. Well, 13, too much coffee? Why do people think I drink so much coffee? Here is an interesting fact. I don't drink coffee at all. In fact, I've never tasted it. Not once in my life have I ever tasted a cup of coffee. Not once. I am fueled with the epinephrine of life. Vault. Is there any benefit to using a flow improver as opposed to water for thinning paints? Yes, this is the benefit. That's a serious question. I'll give you a serious answer. Flow improver is a drying retarder. It slows down the time it takes for your paint to dry. That compared to normal water may be beneficial in some situations. If you're exercising blending techniques on a model, it's a good thing to use flow improver. Night Kyle 1. I'm currently working on a conversion from a demon prince to the orc god Gork. That just sounds really cool. Send me a picture. Dave at MiniWarGaming.com. Send me the picture of this conversion. Please. This sounds awesome. I got a stupid smile plaster on my face right now. I'm just thinking of what it's going to look like. Guts. Dave equals Corn Berserker. The axe pistol combo says it all. Well, I do try. Davicus Prime. I'm really liking the pre-post game vids. Lets us see the logistics and get to hear more from your opponent than we typically get in the beat bat rep. Thank you very much, Davicus. And for all of you who don't know what he's talking about, the pre-post game shows of Matt's bat reps are in the vault. Melinda Hunger. Hope to find more uploads from your channel. We're somewhere in the area of between 5 and 8 uploads every week. Tahu King 9445. Dark Eldar vids, please. The day we start making Dark Eldar vids is the day I start eating 1,000 pie plates every day. I'm actually just kidding. Making more Dark Eldar videos would be a very good thing. There's only one Dark Eld player that I know of in the club, and he doesn't like to be in videos. That makes it a little bit more difficult to make Dark Eldar videos. Kiefer, WTF. Why is the Chaos Realm so hot? Because they already have 1,000 suns? And that doesn't even make any sense there, boy. What is that supposed to mean, huh? Probably a compliment in the favor of Chaos, but still, it makes no sense. Frog Boys 2. Make more Warhammer Fantasy, please. So, this is what's gonna happen with that. Sometime in August, Matt is gonna do a Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report week. You're gonna be seeing fantasy battle reports every day. He's gonna put 5 of them in the vault so only vault members can see them, and the other 5 will be to the rest of the world. If you're a vault member, you can see 10 battle reports that week. If you're not a vault member, you'll just see 5. That's still a lot. That's 1 per day for that week. Ooh, the benefits of being a vault member. Alakagan. Will you do Lord of the Rings videos? Would be interesting. To be completely honest, we probably won't do too many more Lord of the Rings videos until the Hobbit movies come out. That will give GW a very good excuse to push the Lord of the Rings line once again. D-Gen Slide. The battle reports are getting me into Warhammer 40k. Hand over fist. Keep making a good thing, fellas. The Dortmunder Jungs. Can you do your favorite dance?
Yeah, that's what I call the spinning tiger.
Lost Soul 1889. Send you chocolate? Hold on there, my spiky loving son of chaos. Chocolate? Have the voices of the warp boggled your mind? No chocolate for you, favorite son. You're on a strict diet, otherwise your sides will pop up, burst open, and Papa Nugget will possess your bloated chocolate gorge blubber. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd think that Captain Slaughter was saying that to me. That way, things are dying every single time you have your turn. Well, that's all the time I have questions for today. If you wish to send me chocolate, please do so. If not, then don't say that you're not going to send the chocolate, because that'll make some people disappointed. And that's it, that's all.
Visit MiniWarGaming.com to see our videos 1 month early.